weird noise time where I make weird noises in order to make sure the stream is started. It has. Pop out chat. So I put it in my stream and stuff. Okay. Ready to continue our Suffer Not the Alien in some deranged attempt to finish it. I was thinking about how we can possibly take care of the swarm, and it hit me like a bag of bricks. The myth fell solitude, whatever the fuck they're called, right? There are, yeah, hair, god, yeah, hair in my mouth. I don't know where it's coming from. At the point, myth fell solitude, right? There are vassal, and if they're a vassal, that means we can integrate them. When we integrate them, what happens to all integrated species? They get fucking exterminated, right? I don't believe the bombardment of the planet will affect the extermination. So in theory, if we were to exterminate or integrate the species, looks like they've moved the guys around a bit. If we were exterminate the species, the planet would clear. That would free everybody here from bombing it, and that might just free the aliens from doing all their stupid shit. So that's definitely a plan. Whether it's a good one, beyond me. But I think it's pretty fine. Are you a egalitarian? Yeah. A dumb egalitarian. First off, let's get the shit down here. This doesn't really matter. We'll put the art monument. Aren't you the Ictron? No. Okay, we're gonna pause. We let a little bit of time pass, but I think maybe instead of just sending the Suicide Fleet in a bunch, what we can do is, or what we should do is just wipe them out with that. I guess they, well, that is one of the newer empires, isn't it? So I guess they have, they're finally getting their Casus Belli. Or rather, they're finally getting their things, not the Casus Belli. They're getting their, they're picking their traditions, that's what I'm talking about. Sit here, do this. So I was looking, right? I was watching. They did a if you follow Stellaris pretty closely, or even close at all, you'd recognize the fact that they did a stream recently to show off the new planetary building, and boy oh boy is it fucking weird. It is very, very weird. I don't know how good and or bad it'll be. Till 28th this month.
Construction complete.
I mean, we're able to do a little bit of damage with that. I think it's a lot better just we can... I think we should just unleash them on the galaxy, really. Be a lot cheaper for us. We got 2 days and it'll come back. This is probably fast, shouldn't we? Due to major clerical error, habitable station B, section B, on hand infrastructure maintenance.
Technology secured.
It's fine. There's no point in trying to pick up that L gate we've done like 3 fucking times It's actually just impossible at this point. Everybody has an upgrade they need. Some form for some reason. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know if sending Suicide Force in again will be a good idea. I think what's better idea is to get that
Construction
war
complete.
kick jump started right now. Start collapsing the economies after everything's done upgrading, and then just go from there. People I'm not concerned about are kind of this guy. I think we should just send one fleet over here to, you know, stomp him out over here, and then it can also fly up here and take care of this junk. Should have at least 3 of the fleets. I'd say 4 of them down there. Suicide Force can take care of, gets jump around taking care of generic stations like this over here. We probably won't be able to do much deconstruction in the time. Thing is, right, so we are going for... You know what? Let's unleash him. Let's unleash the fucking menace. We'll unleash the alien menace. They'll go nuts, possibly murdering a bunch of people. Tear up the entire section of the galaxy. The AI is going to try to deal with it the best of their ability. We're going to kind of sit back and watch. If I can click on my station, I'll build more defenses if they can. Be built. Yeah, we don't need this junk.
Construction complete.
Gateway's fully established. Man. Yeah, I think definitely getting rid of some more of the empires is going to be a better thing for us. I don't know. If we unleash that, right, they'll go nuts. They'll start killing everything. The AI is going to scramble to pick them up. Because the reason the AI isn't currently getting involved is because they're all kind of sitting here with the 500,000. So something's actually growing here.
Vessels upgraded.
Huh. He actually managed to get him to grow. He wasn't growing before, and I figured it was because of a different reason, but it seems like it might be because of, just because they were out of food or something. Those guys are on their way.
Vessels upgraded.
I mean, I do like the idea of just kind of unleashing the crisis on the galaxy, and I think that I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna see how that turns out for the rest of the galaxy. We're gonna let them deal with that because it's not our fucking problem. And I would love this to be the egg, but I don't know if it is. I don't think we have the egg achievement yet. So I cannot offer the universe an egg in this troubling time.
Vessels upgraded.
Looks like they did also kind of step in on the area wherever the heck it was. Oh no, they didn't. It's right there. They did. They're stepping in rather to clean up the borders here. It's fine. This is also being built up. Yeah, so we're just going to unleash the crisis on the entire galaxy and then watch them squirm underneath the amazing wonder that is going to be the 2.5 million ships just kind of sitting here and waiting. It does also look like they are rebuilding the fleets as well. It's kind of hard to tell, right? Because I think they had 31. in a fleet, but I can't tell if they're reinforcing the fleets, if they're not. So it's going to be a little bit of a doozy. I mean, it's definitely going to be pretty bad once we finish integrating this guy, because the simply put, the ship's just going to go nuts, because that's a lot of ships in there. The AI is going to be back scrambling, trying to prevent that from continuing. That's immature specimen. Is that immature specimen owned by somebody? No. No. Yeah, look. Somebody's got an immature specimen. Fleet just logician, that's fine by me. It means just cheaper ships. Or cheaper ship basing cost. Not even just cheaper, fuck it, whatever. Cheaper ship cost in the long run. That's what I mean. Currently he is how much percent integrated? Oh, fucking 1.
Construction complete.
I should set these to auto upgrade so that I didn't have to worry about the garbage that is this.
Vessels upgraded. Vessels upgraded. Vessels upgraded.
It's just they haven't been upgraded in a while, so
Vessels
give
upgraded.
me the old cheeky upgrade.
Vessels upgraded.
Don't know why they need a double upgrade though. It's definitely gonna be a lot of fun for the AI once we
Vessels upgraded.
open this hole up
Vessels upgraded.
and
Vessels upgraded.
show them the immense fun that a fleet of you know, 2.5 million galactic
Vessels
monsters can be.
upgraded.
You know.
Vessels
It's definitely not
upgraded.
going to be a fun time for them. Me, nah, I'm gonna have fun with it. Them, they're just gonna cry. Well, the thing is, okay, so I say I'm gonna have fun with it. It's just more gonna be a thing of what's going to exactly happen once those gates open.
Vessels upgraded.
Not a hangar base.
Construction
Hangar
complete.
just very similar, not the same thing. That's one's already upgraded.
Vessels upgraded. Vessels upgraded.
You have so many stations that it's not even funny. Don't want to sit here and upgrade them all though. I don't know. The new system, if you haven't seen, so basically what it does is it removes the entire tile system and replaces it with like a thing in which you have like 4 types of habitation areas you can build. So you can build like mining areas, cities, farming areas, and energy areas. And like, so cities add infrastructure to a build planet. Once planet's infrastructure affects its ability to produce like research and unity, or its ability to produce buildings, which can then produce research and unity based on how much infrastructure on the planet. It's definitely something else, that's for sure. But do we have another? We might as well open, yeah. Let's get this planet, just so that.
Construction complete.
It's right there.
Vessels upgraded.
I don't think a lot of these fleets are getting the reinforcements. Like, It's saying it's got stuff coming in, but I feel like these two stations are not building anything. Well, for obvious reasons, it looks like it's very heavily glitched, if you ask me.
Sphere of influence expanded.
Alright, the beeper ring. Beep boop. Boop beep. Give some power. So I want to not have a planet full of slaves. No. It's on a planet with a bunch of slaves. There's a bit of a difference there. It's just too many slaves tend to spoil the broth, you know? No, it's just too many slaves tend to cause too much unrest, which can be kind of an issue. We haven't had too much of an issue with unrest recently. I'm trying to build the fucking Gene Clinic game. Too much unrest can cause, you know, stupid things like, oh hey, your planet just randomly flipped for no fucking reason. I know there's a reason, Brandon, blah blah blah. Yada yada. But no reason. Absolutely no reason whatsoever. How long until the universe is doomed by my unleashing of the swarm? Is the question. The swarm unleashes in 86 months. I think we just kind of go up fastest until that comes. I'm not concerned about my area. We might need to fly a couple ships over there. But, actually, we should do that now. Anybody who's not actively upgrading is going to move over to Canis.
Vessels upgraded.
Should just be one jump over, and then a little bit of flying. Flying! That's the beauty of having so many gateways in our galaxy. We can just kind of, a lot of the major ports are connected by gateway, so we can kind of reinforce like this so heavily. I mean, that's the plan, obviously. Can't let filthy Xeno scum take over your nice planets, can ya? Don't want any of them filthy Xeno scum, eh? You know, just scumming up all over the area. It's upgrading to a starhold. Yep. Filthy Xeno scum. Oh boy. I remember the first day I saw some filthy Xeno scum. They were scumming a boots. Making all kinds of messes. I believe we're fixing up Gamma Refuge right now so that the AI can colonize these instead of me. Look at the red planet, the red tiles on that. It's really weird, the red ground. It's like a big old cabbage patch land. I don't know, red cabbage, right? Wrong? Wrong? Probably wrong. Construction ships are all non-busy because realistically we don't really have much we can do right now. At least not in the way of construction. Kind of just want to see what happens when we release that.
Vessels upgraded. Vessels upgraded.
This is in fact built up. Yes.
Vessels upgraded.
Probably should have one of the guys come over here and build a thing over there, just in case, you know. Guess we need to backdoor somebody else in that area, because there's only one real entrance, and everybody can use it. And that makes it kind of a little bit annoying. But if we build the gateway there, Should make things a little bit better. I'm just really kind of concerned about what's gonna happen once we release that, right? So like, I think we'll be fine. We might have to fight off a good chunk of the invasion.
Construction complete.
But obviously the guys who are gonna get hit the hardest are going to be these two. Just immediately. It seems like... Are they just not invading? Is that their issue?
Star system charted.
I think they're pulling the same thing as the AI. No, not even. They're just sitting all around the star. They actually have occupied the planet. Surprised they haven't, kind of given in yet, for obvious reasons, like, you know, extreme. Oh, look, that's why. 'Cause the boundary and the core are still active. Xenospore army. Seems legit for a bunch of mushrooms. And they have like 2 guys here in a transport ship. They are definitely gonna be sitting there bombarding that for a while. I think they're the same thing with the boundary. They're going for like 100% worse peace deal. Yeah, that's reasonable. I mean, if I were them, I'd be doing the same thing. The question is, do they have any claims? And they actually do have claims in the entire area. They're planning on eating him, which is not ideal. I'm sure there'll be all turning around once this unleashes. The gateway in the dragon system is active. However, the colony ship has already basically flown the entire way anyway. So, that's that.
Vessels upgraded.
Yeah, I was thinking about starting the war off immediately. But I feel as if doing this kind of unleashing of the beast. I mean, it's gonna take another year after it finishes to do that before it kicks off proper. Because well, because of obvious reasons, the things in the this expires in 75. You got 5 years for that. We already have 1 million. We definitely get like something like. Not something like doing that. Grand Fleet. I don't really care. You want more influence? Not really. Ugh. We could activate another one, but I'm not going to. I see that we have a 120% bonus, 22% on the highest one. I mean, we could definitely technically win the game right now. Victory is already, we've already got the domination victory, just down pat. But the crisis running is preventing that, but we don't really care about that. We're going for the suffer not the alien. So even after the crisis is dead and gone, we need to wipe out the rest of the filthy Xenos scum. To that end, I don't know if we should. I don't think we should start fighting the war now.
Construction complete.
Purely because well, simply put, purely because I think it's a little bit better to have them have to fight, because like the thing is, right, they all have their fleets bunched up here, so we could probably do a severe amount of just bashing and crashing our way through here. The issue is, of course, a lot of the border planets, because border planets prevent us from kind of digging in further due to their planetary magnets. And I feel like that's a stupid statement, but it is in fact what the case is. Another issue is how severe border war is going to be throughout it. Because while they are, you know, excessively weak compared to us,
Vessels upgraded.
they are also flying all together. What happened here? They're That's weird. So if you watched before, you know, we remember that or at least last time specifically, they had a 333.8K fleet as their thing. And unless it has split into multiple parts, which it doesn't seem that's the case, there's been a large swing. Something's caused a large swing in their numbers. Those poor military isolationists. They're just trying to be militant and isolationist. Isolationist. You know. I mean, I can respect that, you know. Because we're, you know. I mean, I can't respect them. I can respect the idea of it because, you know, they're filthy xeno scum. Thing is, right, so like the more we kill them, the more they're gonna have to deconstruct, because the more we kill, the more we have, the less they have, the smaller their fleets have to get due to their junk and various parts of their trunk. Plus, once we connect with the borders, we can toss everything to the first sector, which means we can get a new admiral. Or general. Probably a new admiral. I think we're lacking on admirals right now. I don't think we're lacking on. I know we're lacking on admirals. There are places that are without a leader, a glorious dwarven leader to take them to victory. And I'm just rabbling right now while I upgrade these buildings because I have to devote so about my brain power to doing this. I'd say I'm surprised about how fast these planets are being colonized and whatnot, but I'm really not, due to the fact that we have like literally almost 200% growth, something like that. Yeah, we have 190% growth on 21 planets, and that's pretty damn good, man. You have to admit it, that is insane. Like,
technology secured.
Still have 1.5%. Oh, my love. Just trying to think of what we're gonna do. I'm very tempted to just kick off the war now, right? Because kicking off the war now benefits me. I don't know why we have to upgrade these ones each time to get like a X upgrade. I feel like that shouldn't be the case. It is, however.
Vessels upgraded. Vessels upgraded. Star system charted.
I think the hardest part about this war is going to be damage control.
Vessels
because
upgraded.
there's going to be a lot of flipping of systems.
Vessels upgraded. Vessels upgraded.
I just don't know if we should use them as a... I think we're just... Okay. Right, we have two options, right? Kick off the war. We get everybody in position, kick off the war, right?
Vessels upgraded.
The good thing about kicking off the war is that it gets us closer to suffering out the Xeno. The bad thing about the war is that it causes an issue with,
Vessels upgraded.
I wonder, actually. That causes an issue with the thing. I don't know what these guys are. I thought they'd be in the area we took from the other guys, but feel like it's in these guys. Ah, here they are. The hidden Magar. The last of each species that's hidden from me. They've hidden them from me. Oh, it is actually seem like all the species. Because I feel like some of the guys on that list aren't actually the ones like Takashi. We don't know what these guys are. We've never actually seen them. I don't know. The issue is if I kill them now, we lose the free fight worth against these guys, right? Set rights.
Vessels upgraded.
I like how there's still two of the I wonder actually if there's a way to so if the AI like the one who collects the aliens asks you for a specimen and you're a hive mind, are you allowed to give one? I don't remember. Excellent. Keep restoring the one over here because I don't want to zoom out. I don't know. I feel like letting them fight the crisis by themselves is going to be the best option here. Purely because it means I don't have to do it. It's going to be like just basically a free
Vessels upgraded.
a free set of fleets that have to do it, or else they're going to lose their land. My land.
Technology secured.
Fleet command. Because you know, I feel like the second that gets unleashed, they're going to double back, probably wipe these out with this guy who's going to almost nearly die. And then kind of just cry. But we could just start tearing apart now and deal with the aliens ourselves. Assuming we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 800k strength, give or take a couple k. You know, it's not, you know, it's probably close to like 600. Okay.
Star system charted.
Which isn't really, you know, it's not in our best interest to beat down on a fight that we can't normally win anyway.
Colonization in progress.
Great. What was this? Ah, yes, sorry, we're building one out here so that we have another back door. I think it's a pretty smart move.
Construction complete.
I think it was a pretty smart move.
Construction
do they need
complete.
continuous borders to, I don't think they do. They need continuous borders to keep going over there. But part of me says they do, only because they're not really going over there. You're gonna get one of those. You're gonna get. I say we put the Saber facility there, and then just put that
Construction complete.
Now you're happy. This doesn't matter. It's just them certain amount of
Vessels
growth.
upgraded.
It looks like they finally cleared up the patch that was
expanded.
that was formerly known as the whatever empire. The stupid guys. These two ones. And I'm just trying to weigh the options here I have, because obviously, you know, killing the aliens is always a good idea in my books. Those dirty Xeno scum. But we literally just said this planet. It's already got, like, you know, 2 ticks. It takes what? 30, he gets 5, that's 5 ticks? 6 ticks, but still. It's about 6 ticks. Obviously there's a bit of a deviation there because it's point something. And it's going to get worse as more pops grow, but, you know. Plus, actually, as more pops grow, less planets are going to be growing. And it'll increase the bonus of the rest of them, I think, maybe? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe not. Probably not. Ugh, I don't know. I really want to jump on them, but I feel like it's smarter just let the AI take care of this mess, because this is a humongous mess.
Technology secured.
Then again, you know, it might also be the reverse. You know what I'm saying? Like, let the AI take care of the mess. But if the AI's caused this mess, and
Star system
you know they're
charted.
not very keen on cleaning it up right now, we can tell because of the. You know what? He probably only partially grew because we probably started that. We probably threw the suicide fleet in there on a monthly tick, so they also stopped bombarding the planet because they were too busy being engaged. And then they got a tick worth of growth. That's why they haven't any other ticks. They had a quick second to do that. I mean, hell, if it were me and I could, I'd move my capital and fucking just abandon the planet. Like, I don't know if there's a way to set a planet to be abandoned. Like, I can't just go like, oh, fucking abandoned planet. But, let's cancel all this. I had a better idea. I'm just gonna terraform the planet. There's even energy cards I have back that I don't need, but you know. Okay, let's terraform it to a nice arid world like our home world, and that'll solve literally every problem that we've had here with the or that we have here with the tile blockers. It's just so much easier. It's so much easier. I wonder, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the wiki. I'll let the months keep ticking because we're not, you know, overly busy right this second. I'm just gonna pull up the wiki to see what the chances of having that be the alien egg are, and ether. It's not actually ether. Ether Drake. Here we go. It's because we're not really busy right this second. The stuff stays ticking by, so we can, here we go. The Admiral Fleet gains the Dragon Slayer, plus 10% combat, blah blah blah. Xenophile enters futures gain, the Drake Shrine. Dragon Slayer Monument. As guard of the Dragon's Horde, putting a mine station eventually provide 2 special awards, 600 months, enabling research of artificial dragon scale, dealing with level 6 armor, discovering a dragon egg that you get the option to smack it for 300 influence, or issue a spell to probably incubate the egg to hatch a young drake. Specialized hatching, there's no shields, will gain health based on ship points, bonuses from research resources. Other Empire modifiers, I already will supply, young drake's 1000 base health. 1 XL energy drake, energy dragon's breath.
Construction complete.
I believe you get an ether drake based ship as a thing. Because we're kind of hoping for that rather than the dragon scale armor, artificial dragon scale. I mean, level 6 armor, probably really good for upcoming war. But I kind of want the egg so I can get the achievement done and over with. I mean, of course, there is the option of having it, you know, happen again in like a different game, because we just, you know, we're still gonna have to get other achievements like, you know, Seal the Rift. At this rate, we still have to do Queening again because there's not really a high chance of the Queen. Like, well, because it gave us the Queen event, but there's been a lot of issues with events on this game playthrough. So I don't know. Also, you seem to be egalitarian, so you're enslaved. If anybody's not, you know, normally happy, we'll just enslave. He can be spawned there instead. You're being terrible, right? Yeah. Yep. Man. Looks like they actually did start colonizing that. Looks like they named them too. Something I've been too lazy to do. I like also it's like printing the thing on there.
Construction complete.
Yo, what's your problem? Maisie's finally
Star
getting that shit because we haven't been doing that ever. Ring world. One will be that.
Construction complete.
One is going to be a miner boy. Not that. You can be, well, you can be the energy grid, and you're going to be the Paris next door. We have so much science at this point, it doesn't actually matter. And actually, for the first time in literally forever, the biology research is not the weakest. It is now physics, which again is another first. Because physics has always been ahead of the other two. So it's kind of funny. See that? I'm not concerned really. They're all so fucking ridiculously high that, you know, the only thing that's above me in terms of relative power, because I think it does actually rank us and them in terms of relative power, is the Scourge. I do like how the
Sphere of influence expanded.
the two guys have still somehow managed to retain an overwhelming presence, even though they are, in fact, even though we've stolen a fair amount of tech from them through that war. That's fine. Let's let it happen. Let's let it happen. these guys need another upgrade. I don't know which tech we researched or what we've done. But they need one. They gotta be upgraded again. Can't surprise this guy's still alive. 98.
Vessels upgraded.
The ripe old age of 98. Yeah, so we're two leaders under right now. We are at the maximum gap. My throat is a bit got something in it.
Vessels upgraded.
It's a bit got something in it, you know.
Vessels upgraded. Vessels upgraded.
It looks like it has one from
Vessels upgraded. Vessels upgraded.
like somehow we managed to capture the station without actually destroying it.
Construction complete.
I don't know. It's worth, I mean, it's not, I don't know, whatever. We'll leave it. I don't care enough to destroy the damn thing.
Construction complete.
Upgrades here. And we do have to let time pass just purely because of other reasons, like we need to get the dragon to dragon event and see what it is. There's 3 months remaining on this, which should begin the year-long timer of extermination of the hive mind and all its various goodies and bits and bobs and bits. And we'll just allow that planet to go. Hopefully that'll wake up the Scourge, which will cause them to fan out. Causing them to fan out will be a lot easier in terms of killing them. And they're basically just bombing these guys into non-existence.
Star
1 month
system
remaining.
charted.
And this month we'll get them, and then the entire year until they're dead. At which point it should cause the other guys to explode. And by that I mean just, you know, fucking moving and the grooving. And that's when somebody turned around and said, "Play the fucking music, white boy." Somebody.
Station under attack. Spaceport under attack.
Ah, okay. So, first off, right? Close the sector. You're gonna go ahead and get your own guy. And you also go ahead and get your own guy. We'll wipe out some more of these random species we don't care about. However, it seems for some reason that they believe they're leaving. You, sir. You're not set to residence undesirable, or set to residence, no, you're set to undesirables extermination. You don't get to leave. There's no leaving, my friend. I'm so sorry that you were told you were allowed to leave. I don't know who gave that order. Tridia is the planet in which we don't care about. Just going to upgrade this to have it as another one of the starports. I know it's a bit late to be doing that, but it's fine. Somebody turned around and said, "Play that again." We just dismantle their fleets. We don't need them. They're horribly out of date. They're horribly crap. Crap. So I don't need your crappy things. And okay. So these guys will be exterminated beginning of 56. Sorry, when? You guys plan on dying at 76. Why is it taking 2 years for you to die? Also, why are there only 3 of you now? Is it just that you guys die off at random intervals? Is it just that? 606. No, they seem to be dying all at the same point. I wonder actually if I can just call up this planet. Huh. I guess we can't resettle them because of the bombardment. That makes sense, actually. I don't know why I thought I'd be able to do that. It's just they can't be bombarded. They can't be bombarded. They can't be resettled until their bombardment is finished. I like how it also gave us the system for some reason. I guess the planet. It did for some reason steal it off the swarm, however, which is kind of the confusing thing to me. It's fine. Yeah, we integrated our subject. They weren't really gonna be. They had like 7,000 fleet power. It's, you know, it's no big fucking deal. I'm not concerned about what they provided for Empire or anything like that. We have lost a little bit of increased growth because we've increased the amount of planets we have. That's fine. There's a new gateway up and running in the Muth system. I believe that's the one over here. No, Moa, not Muth. Muth. It's like saying moose with a weird slur. Ah, you see the big old Muth over there? It's like who's it? Mike Tyson. Not Michael Jordan. Mike Tyson. Renaissance is going to be reinitiated. Not quite doing this yet.
Construction complete.
It's a very bright star. I think it definitely wouldn't be worth building another atmosphere. We produce so much power at this point that we have no need for such trivial matters. Such trivial things as Dyson spheres. We are well beyond that point. I don't like that.
Construction complete.
For some reason, it still thinks the fleets are still full. I mean, it seems like the stations, for some reason, believe they're building something, but they're not. Like, I don't think Alar is building anything. Such a That's another bug with this garbage. When they get in the fights, they should possibly reset. I mean, I'm trying, you know, shift clicking, control clicking, that kind of stuff. I also feel like if a fleet is in orbit of a thing, they probably should just, you know, auto upgrade.
Vessels upgraded. Vessels upgraded.
We've got the armor hit points. That's what the game is really for.
Vessels upgraded. Vessels upgraded.
Ugh. I think every move's over here for that for some reason.
Vessels upgraded. Vessels upgraded. Vessels upgraded.
Just want to get that working. And then why he's not upgrading? He's instead preparing for upgrades. Yeah, the game's definitely having a hard time because of our immense amounts of fleets and just the destructive amount of empire still in the game. So the space was just taken up.
Vessels upgraded.
Who knows? I do like how they just kind of appear there. I hope this thing has a does not. It's okay. It's whatever. Seems like I hope it has a thing, you know, the well, the power reduction doesn't really matter. It's only like 1,000 energy, give or take. That we're losing from that. How many more months? Still like a year-ish. They die off. They die off in the 6th month of next year. So about 7 more months, which isn't that bad. Yeah, terraforming takes a lot longer than building a chunk of ring world. Granted, we do have a active policy, which is helping us reduce that time, but I don't know. I feel like building a giant metal ring in the sky, or I guess in the middle of space, and then, you know, making it function as a planet would be a lot more difficult than you know, changing.
Vessels upgraded.
I don't know. I guess it would be harder to make a ring world than it would be to do that, because you have to build the ring world and you have to put a biosphere on it, and that's a lot different than changing an already existing biosphere. If a biosphere would even be the right word for it.
Construction complete.
Here, I'd like to actually protect that if at all possible on ours. I thought it was ours. I was gonna say, like, you know, I'd like to protect them if at all possible, because I don't want the merchants dying out when the horrible bad boys come to attack Opinions, right? Yeah. How you guys doing, huh? So not too interested in talking to us. I don't know why. We're quite delightful in conversation. It's only funny to me because of Like dudes with we're exterminating everybody. So I can't imagine we're that nice to talk to when you're an alien, even if you're a giant space blob. All right, guys, literally one more month. Wait to see what happens. Looks like another one just randomly died off as well. There are 26 left. 26 left total, right? We have 26. There are 2 that have managed to find a way to get somewhere else. Where that somewhere else is, we're not quite sure. Okay, wait, so planet's gone. It's starting to fan out. Well, this is both the best and worst thing we've ever seen. Godspeed, universe. Godspeed. To that end, I believe we should just move our fleets in to the other place right there. Also, possibly switching out the target uplink center for a quasi-star fortress. Okay, that's fine. Suppose switching out for one of those ones. Yeah, we've definitely awoken the Scourge. They are now. Yeah, so they're even infesting the planet properly too. Yeah, no, we woke them up. They are now active and having a wonderful time. It's only what I consume to be a wonderful time. I mean, they're fucking space blobs. The issue is, though, they're not too far spread out yet, so this is all kind of all very, very, very tight net. Our first we're gonna probably post a big issue to our planets up here. The question is, how are the other empires going to respond to it? And the answer is they're not right now. No, they're just kind of sitting there. Love to be able to backdoor that, but again, they kind of have a very tight-knit friendship group there. The issue is you can't go get on this side because it's no, you can pick out that guy and then go into here. The issue is they might turn around trying to defend that. Hey, you know, man, at least we can finally take care of them, you know? This will cause the AI to reconsider their priorities. Question is, should I just tell them all to try to go over there, they're trying to go with that, right?
Construction complete.
I have to have them like go over here. I have to have them like go over here. And then over there. And then I don't think that's the best idea. I don't know. I kind of didn't really think this plan through, did I? I just unleashed like the galaxy's biggest fucking threat, and then, you know, thought, yeah, it's okay, we'll fucking handle it. Maybe it would have been a good idea to think this through. Especially because the AI seems mighty preoccupied. Did they fucking lose their fucking landing? Oh my god. Dunce. I just clean those systems and just fucking go in there and take care of myself. I don't exactly know what's gonna happen over here. And that kind of bothers me because I feel like it's not gonna be very pretty. I feel like I know it's not gonna be very pretty. We're gonna have one of the construction ships come over. Here. Okay, way over here. And you're gonna go over to where everybody else is. Get way over there. And you're going to be dismantled. And you're just to keep exploring. Seems like we kind of can't explore anymore. That's a first. Just, I guess, go help out in Alar. Can you assist research in that? No. Construction ship, can you go ahead and build a outpost right there?
Technology.
They're definitely fanning out, you know. There's that. They're definitely fanning out. We may have just doomed the galaxy and making jokes about it over here. Do-da, do-da, Captain Lady sing the song on the do-da day. Ha 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 ha. Ba 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 bum 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 bum. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. I don't know. I'm trying to put thoughts together, right? Because realistically, we've done a very bad here. A very, very bad. I mean, in the long run, it'll probably be, you know, semi-beneficial. Jeez. Oh, jeez, Pinky. They're very well designed, but they look weird. Well, they look weird when I feel like that's the, you know, the point, but I don't know. Oh, the biggest fan of how they look is what I'm trying to say. Just because their leader looks like that, and they look like those space things. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Family member. I gotta make sure the game, my mic can be heard, because last time I paused my mic, I never turned it on again, and we just had a episode of just me sitting there talking a bunch and not actually anything being recorded. And that is not ideal. Tell you what, Bobby. Science ship. Why didn't you fucking scan this ship thing? Surveyed everything, boss. No, you haven't. You alright, off. No, you haven't.
Construction complete.
Oh boy. What hell hath I wrought? Currently sitting in their home station near the 7,000. We could send like these two idiots to go back here, then over to
Technology secured.
just over here. See where they go. Back here. Over to here. See where they go, and then spawn base. Now let's get this fucking thing out of here, because it's constantly popping up. We'll also take half of the remaining fleets. 2, 3. Have it sit in this station for now. Until they decide what where they're going to jump. I'd want to be able to have a ready fight either of them. Either I want to have a fight ready for them in either of them. I don't really want them to just instantly take it over and kind of be on their merry way.
Construction complete.
You know? You're not busy, go ahead and come up here. I think I'll list up as long as anything else. Okay. So currently they're waiting in there to see what we're gonna do. Obviously, I don't really necessarily care about helping them out specifically. However, I definitely they're turning around. It seems. I just want to tell me they're entered orbit so I know which ones are doing what. Right? Because obviously we got the two guys going to Wambus. Wambus, Bambus, thank you, Mambus. Alright, they're in Wambus right now. We're moving and they'll just have the sleep modifier or the sleep's logo on them when they reach there, so I don't want to, you know. God fucking damn it, man. Well, we woke them up, but that's kind of the problem. Because the other empires have kind of gone to sleep right now. They're trying to finish off a war with that guy. You are at neither of you guys are 100 war exhaustion, so they can't. And they're not going to be at 100 war exhaustion ever. They're at the they're in that war that basically, like, you know, we had with the other guy of they don't have like any ships. We didn't lose any ships. So they were at like 2020, and the war is already more or less decided. Right, so like when we were taking care of the other guy.
Construction complete.
I think it's probably a good idea to go and jump on that. Because it's kind of weak compared to some of the ones we've seen. Well, it's definitely weak compared to a lot of other forces. They have a lot of sitting in their homeworld right now, so I'm not going to be able to jump on that. I think just starting to choke them until they ask for more daddy. I hate my life. Until they start, you know, begging to be released is kind of what the option we have here is. Because they're not really in a very weak position right now. I mean, they're definitely not that good. They've been sitting there bombarding a planet for knows how long, and they might run to another planet in which they do the exact same at. So I guess we'll have to see in the long run what their AI is capable of, if anything. Give me words 3.
Technology secured.
Let's have a look at this down. Are you guys another leader? Oh, I need to make sure to download this mod, don't I, Cap? Don't I? Yeah. Just gonna go for the other one as well. Unemployment. That was something terraforms. I don't exactly care until it's done. Actually, we can still build. So, for example, we're going to put this there. Slave plant there. Put minerals here. Energy on that tile.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
So they're pulling a couple of the forces back, which is, you know, always a delight. Always a delight. I just want to I want to start killing some of these so they're forced to spread thinner. I don't care about saving.
Attacking enemy vessels.
I don't care about saving the stations. I just care about kind of shrinking the swarm.
Technology secured. Construction complete.
Actually, for this as well, we're going to tell all these guys to return to Alar for now. Because they don't need to be in these fights.
Star system charted.
So we're definitely losing ships here and there. That's normal. And the last guy as well, you're going to return back to Alar. I just don't want to lose too many of our transport fleets, if I can avoid it. Let's see, let's go over here. Again, what I care about is not the saving of these guys, but instead just, you know, send these guys for upgrades first. Why do you want to go away? Whatever. That doesn't have a ship right there even. Is it even worth it? I'm sure the upgrades are just like the, well,
Attacking enemy assets.
again losing more ships, but that's fine. A ship lost here and there isn't going to be the end of us. I just don't want to throw my fleets at them and end up being the weakest link. I mean, we're definitely putting these. Here's an avoid thing now. I just want to leave after this fight. Yeah, I just want to go back and get an upgrade after this fight. No. You dumb. No. And I don't really care about them tearing apart, you know. These guys, they're not my fucking stations, they're not my all that. Also, I guess we should probably just put a shipyard here and there, shouldn't we? These aren't that good. Put a shipyard, put it top. And then this one as well. Shipyard, put it on top. $9,000, 7,800 minutes. Yeah, that's what scares me right there. That guy and his amazingly large penis. I didn't see this stuff. Station can. It's got 6 days left on it. I don't care.
Complete. Construction complete. Vessels upgraded. Construction complete.
Alright, we just let them get their own shipyard.
Influence expanded.
So that we can. I'm still going. We have to get their own shipyard so we can, you know, do that and not have to worry about upgrading people. Alright, we're upgrading people, but you can do them on the border instead of, you know. Man.
Construction complete.
It's kind of annoying we had to take the time to upgrade these rather than continuing to go on a galactic campaign. Yeah. I just don't know what the fuck they're doing half the time because they look at that mess. It's so disgusting.
Construction complete.
So I still wish you could reorder these damn fleets.
Station under attack. Zero-G mining platform disrupted.
1 second, we'll see where they are in a second. The more over here because I don't really care. They're attacking that one that we don't care about. Why are you going all the way back there? Jeez Louise. I mean, I guess it's as far back as you're going, but for fuck's sake, man, I feel like, you know, it's a bit far to go for a single upgrade. Also upgrade
Vessels
here.
upgraded. Vessels upgraded. Vessels upgraded.
This fleet, it's glitch as well. I fucking hate when it does this kind of shit. It's like, oh yeah, we're building those battleships. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Who knows if that even worked or not? It does actually seem like it worked. Okay.
Construction complete.
I think we're gonna do with this one without losing all those ships. Is it worth it? Probably not right now. In you know, reality, I would do it if it weren't. We were just, you know, if we weren't 5 seconds from getting attacked by a mass of writhing tentacles, then yeah, I'd do it. But when I say a mass of writhing tentacles, I mean a fucking mass of writhing tentacles. So. I don't exactly want to allow those guys to do too much to me. That's fine. They're gonna heal up. Heal up.
Vessels upgraded.
Speed boost. Again, kind of the more ships we can pick off back here, the more they have to split off from in front. The issue is that these kinds, I should have declared war on these guys. They would have been easy to kill. They're always gonna fucking sit there and wait for the planets to die. You know, and they can't kill them all. They're having the same problem as the AI, in that they refuse to land those armies on those planets. Like this guy, they've got a bunch of transports here just sitting around, thumb up their ass. You know, not really doing anything for some reason. Ugh. a Star Fortress. Damn it. Damn it. Dang it, Bobby. I told you to build me a Star Fortress. We're getting in for a very heavy swarm real soon. That's the issue. They're still way above me, or they're still above me in relative power. That's reasonable. Wish our ships could just go faster. Is the issue. Faster than we could definitely, you know, do the swarm a lot easier if we can get like basing rights at their stations. Because we're the only one going to fight it anytime soon. They're not going to fight anything until the swarm manages to make their way down here. I mean, it would be pretty funny if the swarm wiped out all sentient life for me, or all the remainder of sentient life for me. But I really don't want to bank on him doing that, because he'll have to tear through my area to get to here, or, you know, go down this way, and it still would do a fair amount of damage to my own land. My land. These are the battleships.
Star system charted.
Yeah, we'd have to delete the whole thing to redo that. And while it does solve the issue for that, I'm not willing to do that right now for all the fleets. It's just, it would be too much damage. And they're not too far behind each other. The remainder of the battleships are still on the way, but they should be there in a fair amount of time. Problem is, this guy's got like sublight speed. This guy also has sublight speed, so that's fine. They'll travel the same speed more or less through sublight locations. Issues the battleships catching up. That's right. Also, another issue is going to be holding that border. It's going to be a bloodbath on my side. They have all these guys jumping all at once. I mean, the problem is they've definitely devoted a lot to being here, and there's nowhere else for them to spread out to. So it's going to be an absolute shit show. We'll probably lose a lot of our fleet if they don't jump out, and I highly doubt they're going to jump out, so we're going to lose a lot of our fleet. Biggest issue with losing a lot of our fleet is it puts us in a position in which now the AA might think, oh man, we're gonna be good here, right? Right, guys? Right? Cool, right? Yeah, great. No, yeah. And then to attack us, they cause a loss here and there. And I mean, it's gonna be a similar issue to as you know what happened with the
Construction complete.
the beautiful thing we like to call the Awakened Ascendancies, right? The first one kicked my ass, we managed to rebuild, the second one came and it was also kicked my ass, so we didn't even take the fight. I mean, again, you know, I'll say it, if I said it once, I'll say it a million times, we could have won that fight had they not had that alliance allegiance behind them. Because, you know, the vassals don't have to join the war, I don't think. I don't know. It's if they hadn't picked up that federation, then we definitely would have been in a position to combat that mess. However, they picked up the federation, so we don't get a say in the matter. sure that station's also still upgrading. It's upgrading. Okay. Here comes some of the mess. First bit of it to come touch us. Another gateway construction site is ready. I wonder if we just put another gateway somewhere else. Like one over here. Why not? Less time they have to spend actually flying, the faster they'll get places, so. I feel like it's just the same. What we do is we're just gonna have the sector take this for now. And we're gonna have to take Beta Refuge as well. Beta Refuge is going to get a gun battery, missile them. Upgrade. I'm just afraid of the damage they're gonna cause. It might be worth. First off, let's change it now. It might be worth first going to the back one. They're there first. Maybe we can get that constructor ship as well. Just any chance to destroy any of their you know, infrastructure buildings, their stuff. I don't think they take power or anything. I think they get their stuff for free, probably. I can't imagine they're required to pay for it. There's not a planet here, is there? There is. Okay. Let's go to Air World. Get clone plans we wanted. Not going to, but you know we could. Okay. That's fine and dandy. Oh, they already occupied it, so it's not, you know. I wonder if it's going to turn into a thing, or they're all being exterminated. Okay, they're exterminating as they get replaced. So they don't do it like we do it, where we exterminate and repopulate. They exterminate, then recolonize. Just the amount of shit getting shot out of the air here. I mean, at least their hit ratio is a lot lower than ours. 10% is a 20% is a good difference in, you know, damage. Ugh, just the sheer amount of damage to our ships is just disgusting. Starbase destroyed. That means we can focus the rest of the firepower on those queens. I'm gonna get you guys healed up. How is there gonna be another fight here?
Attacking enemy vessels.
Everything is we're definitely hitting a lot more of the shots. So that means we're doing a lot better, I guess. We're going to hand this over so I don't have to bother with this junk. I just don't want to have to mess with everything. Still doing that. Still doing that. And while we are losing a fair amount of ships here, that's why we sent 2 over here, so that they wouldn't, you know, be overwhelmed. They could kind of spread out the damage a bit, and then not as much of an issue because of it. I mean, another part of the problem is that a lot of the ships are getting damaged. So we destroyed 37 out of the 62. They destroyed, like, you know, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. Sorry, that's 17. But you guys should be going to get a heal. We have another one of the construction ships is nearby, right? Where is he? I'd like you to go over here and build another gateway. Just fucking building gateways everywhere, really. I mean, we have the resources. It's not like, you know, I'm pressured for anything. Knock-on perceived gateway is not fully opened. Yeah, they definitely need to get looked at by a engineer, because they are not the healthiest ships we've seen. I'm gonna use 4 to reinforce, however. As they slowly loom over our area. We definitely don't want these star fortresses to be flat armor hit point increase. Going to be good. Yeah, I wouldn't do that if I were you. That's just how you go to Dr. Strong. And research there, because I'm sure that's probably one of the better planets for assisting research in. I don't actually want to do the math or anything like that. I don't really care enough. We're producing, you know, 4,500. Looks like they're starting to move to go try to take care of the aliens, so that's good. They've awoken. As they're going up to the top, not the bottom. I'm trying to consider what the fuck they're doing even. Oh. Seems like a lot of them want to go to the south one. Not many of them want to go to the north one. It might be worth peeling off a couple ships. I'll peel off the weaker one to join the other two.
Construction complete.
Because I don't want because I've only seen ones going to the XI Singularity.
Construction complete.
I've seen that too that said they wanted to go to Mathagon. Seems like a lot of them are also going to try to go back up here as well. I mean, they got a bit of time before these guys die off. They got about a year to save them before they die off. However, I don't think they have. Well, they do have their transport fleets. No one in the fuck knows where the hell those are, though. How little they appreciate me. I've been taking care of this menace. Nearly half the amount that they have altogether I've destroyed. So I mean, you know, saying pretty fucking good, dude. Of course, I would like to, you know, get these fleets properly reinforced, but right now that doesn't seem to be the case. Why did they say the one's built proper? These are the ones that are getting reinforced by the ships that are jumping in. I like how there's still ships that are trying to, like, because they don't, you know, try to predict where they're going. They just kind of go where they are. So a lot of them are, you know, getting caught jump when the other ones are passing them by. Like you can tell his ethics before he's even born. We know that this boy will be of a militarist background. Here you go, buddy. You can join whatever faction you want. As long as it's a low crown. And there's something that we can just, you know, enslave people we don't like. For example, this guy is good to come out of it. That guy can go into it. I mean, I'm not going to do this, obviously, to everybody. That would be just too much of a pain in the ass. However, it is worth looking at here and there. Just because I'm bored. Or rather, I have the time. I have the technology. Armor's fully repaired. This guy's going to need a little bit more than he will. I just don't want them to separate too far from each other. I should queue it up now, because like obviously I'm gonna have it done eventually. But whatever. I mean, at least they're trying to do something now. Is it a mature specimen? Look at how much, you know, strength he's worth. Probably about the same amount as I want to jump him up here. He's gonna die if I do that. He's for sure gonna die. Just keep him as pet. Doesn't have to go anywhere. Look at him. So cute. Me. That's the cache.
Technology
Space whales. Gonna go ahead and go for angel attack speed. Definitely get these guys upgraded. Make sure we'll get everybody upgraded. Because they all should be, you can upgrade in a legitimate place. So those guys are going back to a station to get healed. They can do that, upgrade instead. Any ships that are upgraded automatically heal full, I believe, so. I mean, just, in the time it takes from the upgrade, they end up healing the full, so who knows. These not the, oh, so they jumped over to that system to even get the thing, huh? That's fine. More ships for in case they want to move in now. Some of them are trying to, deciding whether between those two stations where they want to go to. However, it seems that the amount of ships we're keeping there is definitely preventing them from making a proper push for it, so we'll keep them there for now. Until they're done upgrading. I mean, that's why we had such a good border here. It's because it's they're two very close systems. Their jump won't be that long. I think the systems themselves are very large. This one's a bit big compared to the other one, but systems are overly large. They for some reason they have cloning facilities on them. Who knows why the game fucking builds them? Who fucking knows why the game builds them? Hey, for the administration operations, it just makes everything cheaper, I think. There's the upkeep on them. They don't seem to be doing that, so who knows? Yep, they're moving a lot of their fleets up here, which is going to be good because it's going to cause them to have an issue with, things like, no, just, the more they throw at them, the more they put in an area, the more the Scourge is going to throw back at that area. So, at least they woke up, Again, it's another kind of opportune-ish time to attack them, but, try to let the Scourge do our work for us. It's not like we're not in any rush. think it goes on forever. I think. I hope. It'd be really funny if this run ends in like a timeout. Like, you know, we reach the end of the game, nothing more can be done. You're fucked, kid. Get fucked, kid. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want a fucking achievement? No, I didn't think so.
Vessels upgraded.
It's fine. New starbase has been upgraded. Going to put a command center here. And we're going to put the last thing, total upgrade to Citadel. So a lot of time before it will follow in the upgrade footsteps.
Vessels upgraded.
I mean, I'd be more than happy if one of them wanted to jump in there. Just one at a time. Definitely the best way for them to do it. Or it seems they're again getting that conflicted state of what should we do, where are we gonna go. These guys are still upgrading. This guy's upgrading right now. Ugh. Hey, Wake of the Scourge has definitely been devastating, but it hasn't been devastating to me yet, so I'm okay with it so far. It hasn't devastated me per se, so who cares, right? Ugh. Whew. Another good thing is this, that you're having so many fights over here that's start taking a toll on them. What was that dragon doing? Why is it full health? Yes, more. Just throw more at them. Good. And Sword's definitely gonna win this fight, but the more damage that done to the enemies, the better. And right now we're not at a disadvantage for any of these guys doing any of that junk. We're winning no matter what happens here, right? Because I don't really fear I'm not fearing the crisis right now. I don't, you know, I'm not too happy about its existence. I just don't fear it. It's because it's hilarious that these guys keep trying to leave, and they keep getting pulled back by the ooh. Let's quickly go over here. I really want to look at this because it's starting to get dicey for them. Is the thing. Because the swarm is starting to match their fleet power. Because we have another one we're jumping right now. The game is definitely chugging. Right now the game thinks it's equal. So realistically the more ships they can destroy the better. Either side, day or night. Oh god, there. Here's the point where we could be the hero and jump in, but fuck that. Only good Xeno's a dead Xeno, and this ends in a lot of dead Xenos for me. So, wow, this guy's 1,216 years old. I wonder if he starts at, 0 when he gets here, or he starts at a high age when he gets here. Because I don't, long how this event's been going on. Ooh, ooh! Spicy!
Vessels upgraded.
They retreated. That's a spicy meatball. A very spicy meatball. Indeed. They managed to pull a lot off of there. I can't imagine the relative powers looking too kind for them right now.
Influence expanded.
Matter of fact, where the fuck did we go on this list? What? So we are now considered stronger than the Scourge.
Vessels upgraded.
What's that deal? As we get a fight with the guys right next to them, they'll just they're definitely gonna jump in. So, wow, look at that mess! Look at that disgusting mess. The gateway's up and operational. The game is just not having very much fun. Because we were playing on the fastest. Maybe just lowering it down a notch will help a little bit. They definitely jumped a lot in there to try to take care of that mess, and to be a couple months before they get those shit. Oh, gee, look at that! Just that scattered fleet here, there, and everywhere.
Construction complete.
Are these done? No. Or we're building these fleets here for to keep that fleet bottled in, so we wouldn't have to deal with it.
Vessels upgraded.
This isn't done yet, so that's 64 days before that's even finished. Finished. Huh. So they're kind of doing that. They're trying to figure out where the hell to go, and they can't go anywhere from here. So, yeah, like they're gonna keep tunneling in the back here, which is gonna be good for us. I don't know if their ships reappear faster than mine do, just purely because they're AI, or if a number of things. I definitely want to peace out with this guy at some point. For what? Who knows? But the Empires are definitely not looking too happy right now. The Scourge is now weaker than us. Because it does raid us, it just didn't tell them their strength. They're not in the faction, they're just quote-unquote in the faction.
Vessels upgraded.
So 88, it's 4 years off of that. Who cares? Who cares, man? We got such a great amount of shit. It's not like, Okay, we're gonna pull off just one of these guys to go help reinforce. There's no point. There's no way they're gonna lose that fight. And if they do, then we deserve to lose that. Okay. You guys all. Let's do it here. Why would you want to do it somewhere else, dude? Who fucking cares? know why you try to leave when I tell you to heal. Like, there's a station right fucking here, man. Oh, we also even got the aura thing here.
Construction complete.
Fire rate 10%. I wonder if, because I don't think the these boys have shields. Yeah, they don't even have shields. I wonder if it's worth Ooh, this guy. He's gonna make the jump as well. Yeah, you can't be feeling very good about any of this. I mean, we're destroying a lot of the missiles. They don't have point defense, I don't believe. They just have missiles. The majority of our swarmlings, but the warriors, the same thing. Don't really have missiles. They don't have jazz. We're gonna go ahead and probably have to reinforce again. I'm sure that somebody lost a ship here or there. 5 ships have died.
Construction complete.
I think it was a good idea to build that up there. Thing is, just so I know. Fusion jammer, so light speed, dims game a chance. They're not going to try disengage chance. Jump.
Vessels upgraded.
I don't think there's anything in here that's particularly great for the defending against the Scourge. I think we'll just take the shield. Because we don't care about sublight speed. I mean, actually, I guess the sublight speed would be the best, wouldn't it? Because then it prevents more reinforcements faster. I mean, they're not good. My ships are eventually going to get pretty sad about having to constantly be in fights. That's probably going to happen. But, we can probably reinforce faster so they can jump in. I mean, they're definitely not having the wonderful time they wish they were having. They've tried like 3 times so far going that's one system. They are having a lot easier luck on the north side, however. On the northern part of their front push, as well as the southern part. It's just they're not going to be able to make it into our space without a substantial fight back. Obviously, I'm not going to let them just take our space. That's my space. I got my name written on it. It's right there in permanent marker. See, the nice thing, okay, so like, the nice thing about going to war with these guys is that fact that, you know, as we take their planets, we'll be able to replace and hand over to the thing, the word. Bad girl. No, the sectors, and that benefits us, you know, in a way they don't have because we'll be exterminating them earlier on, and with them getting exterminated like that, you know, it leads to beautiful, beautiful things. Kind of like they're not going to be able to. We don't have to deal with the issue of unrest as long as they do. You know, we'll have a year of unrest, and then the planet will rebuild itself, right? And while it may be a little bit easier to invade it while they're rebuilding, I can't imagine it's going to be that much of a big problem. And how's the relative power looking right now? So he's still stronger than all of them. I don't think it even rates them based purely. I think it just rates them purely based off the number, like the word. Then probably goes in not alphabetical at that point. I don't know. I don't know how it's rating them based off like pathetic, right? Does it just list them as pathetic and that's it? Is there a further listing system? I.e., like they have like this one has X amount of ships, so it's, you know, a little bit less than pathetic. Who knows? I do like how these guys have somehow remained. Oh, because their technology level is actually dropping. We're starting to get up to the point where we are basically an original game stagnant tendency. Well, actually, basically to the other guys, we are.
Situation log updated.
Beautiful. And we're doing it right in the monthly tick too, so.
Special project complete.
Hear me roar. We know exactly how strong this thing is too. As opposed to the buddy. I guess we can just sit together and love, live, laugh, love. No, so I wonder, he's probably about the same strength, give or take.
Construction complete.
Can we make him kiss? No, not on him. I want you to turn around, please. No, no, not on him. Now, if you could ask how much time I would could have tried to spend getting these two to kiss, the answer is in a reasonably large amount of time. Kiss? Good enough. Probably get like an angle. Oh, okay. No. They kissed. It's official. Can I group you guys together? It's fun. Do that. I think they can merge because they're two titans, basically. That's fine. So how are these forces doing? Question is, are we going to move on them, or should we let them move on us? The answer may shock you. I think we're gonna do is we're gonna jump in then out. It seems like they've managed to recombine their navy. Question is, are they going to try to prevent them from doing anything back there? So far, one of them wants to move into the Singularity. I'm sure that they'll have a wonderful time trying to do that, however. I should have sent 2 fleets over there. Buddy fleet, but sure, won't be that much of an issue. I mean, the biggest part about losing a fleet is losing the experience that the fleet has. Seems that two of them want to move into the other system. Question is, are they planning on it or not? Does actually seem like they are. In fact, I'm actually going to move into there. There's already 4 of them in there. I don't think. Quickly. I'd like you to heal. There you go. Freedom. Seems that one of them actually is, in fact, making their way into Bantagolium. However, you can never fucking Banthagalium. Banthagalium. How are you now? Ah, I see. So the amateur specimen counts for 170? I'd like to build an infinite number of these. I'll keep it at 2 and see if it does anything. I bet it will. Anyway, so they are trying to take the engagement in Banthagalium. That is good, good, and good. For, I forget, however, I'd like to have him build this, that, get the upgrade in. So we're just kind of letting them throw themselves at us. That's fine by me. I mean, at least we managed to get them to wake up. This will cause the death of the Scourge should cause the thing to go away. The other fallen empire to go back to sleep, and therefore we can attack them separately. It'll also end up releasing that other guy, but who cares about that, really?
Construction complete.
Lost 7 ships. Or 6 ships, even. The 7th one is unreinforceable. That's just the joke Ether Drake. Or El Dragon.
Construction complete.
That's either hatching, it's not even needed. For some reason, we can increase the number of these we want. I'd have a fucking entire fleet of ether hatches. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? No, so it's just the one. They're doing a similar push as the last time, in which they kind of just throw one at us and then pretend like it's going to affect anything. So we'll have to do that. And that is fine with me. They'd like to do that.
Technology secured.
Let's get that last leader.
Construction complete.
Suicide Force. Poor Suicide Force, they never had a leader. I don't remember what the guy in charge of the Suicide Squad was. I watched the movie like once, forever ago. Why not? There's if you build one over here because it's a lot. It's just a big empty part of space that we haven't. You don't have much access to. It's not much of a way to get into it.
Construction.
So
complete.
it's probably for the best that we do indeed get some. No, not that. Doing get a way to reinforce there real quick. I mean, Scourge has definitely lost a lot compared to what they had. I don't think ticks are getting fucking worse. Scourge has definitely lost a lot compared to what they had. Jeez Louise. Let's just get this out of the fucking way. And I highly doubt. I don't know. I feel like if maybe we send all our fleets together into some of these stations, we could probably wipe out the remainder of the Scourge. It seems that This one's kind of just doing whatever it pleases.
Vessels upgraded.
And they're probably going to try to go for the planets, which I am more than fine with. I'd really prefer if the Scourge, you know, spawned the Queen
Vessels
event.
upgraded.
That. I mean,
Vessels
together
upgraded.
they've definitely destroyed a lot more than we have. And it seems that they are in a fight somewhere right now.
Vessels upgraded.
Somewhere. Ah, right there. Or they're going to get
Vessels upgraded.
destroyed.
Vessels upgraded.
Yeah, it's definitely not happening. What the hell is this fucking...
Vessels upgraded.
Don't twist my camera game.
Vessels upgraded.
Why you zoom me into there? That's right, because last save system we entered. Oh, that's right, because the aliens are also affected by the amateur spectrum and all that. They're also affected by the changes in
Technology
armor
secured.
and hit points. Cool. Wow, we can robo mod now. Wow, whoa. Wowie wow. Wowie wee wah. Yeah, they're just standing aggressively. They're going to the system. Definitely have thinned out their numbers significantly. A 91K flying to their death. You gonna fly? I mean, these look more like space whales than the other things did. I think, right? Like, I think they're the warriors. Yeah, the warriors look a lot more like whales than the space whales do. They don't act like whales. It's just they look like whales. I also can't tell if they're getting hit by the lasers or they're firing the lasers. I've got to go ahead and say they're probably getting hit by the lasers, because they don't have lasers. I wonder, does the thing have a? Yeah, no, it has an experience level. It doesn't seem to have experience amount though. So I think it's it just stays at regular level, I imagine. The remainder of forever. Lost 2 corvettes in that fight. Still missing down a battleship and whatever in that fleet, but I mean, what we lost just the 2 plus another. That's 6, 7. A lot less than they lost though. I mean, I'm more than happy to let the AI take the majority of the brunt of the damage there. They're definitely not feeling too happy about what they're doing. I mean, so far there's 958 vessels consumed by the Scourge. That's total losses. And we're only losing like 5, 6, maybe even 10 per fight. I don't know why we're. Maybe it's because we have so many planets or something that it's causing this, where we have to like have these bad events constantly. I don't know. What I was hoping for is that's done. That Ringling and Ding World is done. And go ahead and do that one next. How's the surface looking? That's pretty good. Got some, managed to have, I like the idea of it having an alien pet on it, right? Like, where did they come from? How did they get there? Did we put them on there? Are they the worms? The worms that eat people? People-eating worms, if you would? I guess these guys really don't have any. No, they do have an era preference. They're not going for that planet, though, for some reason. Instead of 3 planets they could have there. 13, 12, 14, granted 2 of them are smaller than you'd prefer, but, you know. Since the lowest size you want is 10 now, I guess, if you're at the end of the point of the game. I'd really, if I were them, I'd take it just for the extra science and whatnot. I mean, not to toot my own fucking horn, but, like, we're pretty fucking scary. You know? Pretty spooky over here. With the skeletons and whatnot. Oh, no, these guys are just gonna sit there and wait for, a construction ship to come back them up. And they're obviously not going to get it. Deselect this one, this one. I'm just gonna fucking destroy him. Look at that little butt. It's got like, kind of reminds me of like it's got like a mole's face, like you know the moles, star-nosed moles, nose stars, and we can kill the two things before they can retreat. Yep, destroyed them. It's be cool, be cool. We could try to take it. I'm not really concerned with it. Only 10 planets are continuing to grow right now, so we're starting to kind of stagnate in terms of growth and whatnot. They've got 800 and 700 there. We jumped everyone in, right? We can take care of that. These guys, they're going to Akmar. Actually, let's just stay here, because one of them's coming over here. I don't know. I mean, we can start with the war with the AI right now. It'd probably be that's less beneficial. I kind of would like to wait for them to finish off the Scourge. I mean, they do have a lot of ships just spread out here, there, and everywhere right now, which is the
Colonization in progress.
the part I'm not too keen on. I just don't want to have to deal with every other AI in the game. I don't know. I mean, they're gonna keep jumping themselves to death here, so that's, you know, beneficial to me. I can just kind of sit here and let them do that. The AI is not gonna attack me, not in a million years. They're too pussyfooted, to put it kindly. Pussyfoot, I love that. It's such a weird word. Like, why would cat-footed? Because like it's an old-timey word. It's not like, you know, it's not like a new word. Like, I don't think there's ever a time when people called other people pussies in return to vagines. But needs 6 more. Some more of these. Upgrade it. Is that the guys coming to fight us? Nah, it just is moving on him. One of these guys is... Oh, geez, that's a lot of guys coming over here. 2 of the guys are planning on coming to the system, specifically. Which, you know, doesn't spook me. If it's only 2 of them, you know, whatever. Start dogpiling, it might be an issue. Because the station isn't 100% done yet, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Polar Express. Yeah. I would send the 2 guys back up here to help take care of this mess, but it doesn't really seem like we need to. Majority of the northern front is kind of taken care of. It does seem weird that they're kind of just stocking ships in there. It seems like they're doing like a worse version of what we're doing. And hell, if I were them, I would jump in here and take care of those transport ships right now. It does seem that they managed to destroy the planet. Yeah. I wonder, actually. Because that was a terraforming planet. I'm fairly sure that it used to be, used to be a thing. A thing with stuff, if you know what I'm talking about. I'm saying is it used to be a, you know, planet. So I'm wondering if any planet you bombard that they owned, if it turns into a barren world, a terraforming candidate, or no, I think this is just because the asteroid belt means that that you see a planet. So I think it's just that one happens to be a terraforming candidate. This was definitely the planet that was theirs, so who knows exactly? I don't, for sure. But I for sure don't. Trying to think my thoughts. I'm not too keen on moving if they're going to come to me. I mean, at least 2 more fleets plan to, you know, throw themselves at me. And I don't have an issue with that. If they want to kill themselves, let them die. Select you, and select you. It looks like they are actually also a good chunk of time away from each other. So we will have time to destroy the first one, but the second one jumps in. We'll definitely have time between the 2 attacks to hopefully destroy the majority of the first fleet before the second fleet gets in there. The gateway is done. I mean, geez, whoever was building gateways before must have been fucking lazy, because we've done a lot of them. Game's struggling, the month's changing. It's fine. The best part about them just throwing themselves at me is more guys that do, the more guys that, well, rather less are sitting there clogging up my my beautiful, you know. Or my brain just stopped working. The less that are chugging down on my PC strength. My I think it's sitting around the star. Or rather, the black hole in the scenario. I feel like they probably shouldn't get that close to the black hole. I mean, that's just me. I personally wouldn't park my ship too close to a black hole, because they are clearly over the event horizon. Here they come in. I wonder if the ships feel pain. Because they're like living ships, right? So, like, do they feel pain? Are they alive? Depends if we cut the queen or not. Definitely did not kill the queen. Yeah. Dude, start a war with me, man. Start a fight with me, then you can talk. You attack me, then I'll declare you a big boy. I'll personally free you, and then I'll kill you. But you can't do that. I can't. No, actually, he can. No, he can't. Because he can't. He's not declared war underneath the other guy. However, I really don't think this pathetic, you know, minus 987 from genocide empire is going to be able to really do anything about me. Pathetic inferior. I mean, at least he's only inferior in technology, right? Surprised this guy's not moving in further, just like go to Daphne over here and take that out, or plus then he can like go in the wormhole and probably get somewhere else. Even just, oh, look at this. That's really cool. They have a system that's completely untouchable. Ooh, it has a Gaia world in it. But this guy. I feel like they've been kicked off their homeworld. Why are those other guys still alive? Because there's those guys, right, that we kicked off their homeworld like 1,000,000 years ago. These guys are still alive. They were one of the ones that got kicked off their homeworlds. These guys are as well. One of the ones who killed their entire empire, and they've still managed to escape because we were displacing them for a small period of time. And they probably maybe had a little bit of no one's moving to that system. Going to Daphne, so they're going over here. Benthic Gallium and Nostalia. And the guy's coming back over because he's retarded. I mean, I can't see any good reason to come try to attack us if I were them, you know? Like, I understand that we're one of the avenues of expansion, in theory. However, if I were in this position, I wouldn't be focusing on me, I'd be focusing on the other ones. And it's very clear that I don't, you know, well, actually, it's majorly clear that I'm not fucking with him. I did definitely go in there and destroy a good chunk of his systems and his ships. Don't get me wrong. I did do that. Those are in fact things that I have done. However, I feel as if it's not in his best interest to be attacking me specifically, and would be in his best interest to instead fuck off and instead, you know, kind of do something better with his time, like. I mean, clearly, if he were to, if he. Whatever, he's, still alive, so. Who knows? I mean, granted, if he pushed everything towards one side, I definitely would try to jump in and take over. It does seem like he's spawning more ships.
Technology secured.
I think to that end, should we start moving inwards? Should we get our ships all to upgrade?
Construction complete.
Then start doing an inwards push towards them? I mean, it does definitely seem like he's spawning more ships at the planets. So it's probably not the best idea to just leave him to his own device. Or his own devices, rather. Whee! I just don't want to fight, you know, the big stacks of ships he has here. Like the 8, you know. That's a good, what, 8 times 3 is 21, right? No, 8 times 3 is 20, 8 times 6, sorry. 8 times 6 is 18, 21, it's 24 for 3, I believe. I'm not thinking 100% sure right now. But I think 8 times 3 is 24. So, you know, 240,000, give or take. Granted, we definitely can match that. The issue is, do we want to, right? I think, right? I don't know what I think. I think we should just push in. Get everybody to group up, push in, and then, hopefully end up on their homeworlds. The problem is if we do that, they might all just pull back, and you know, fighting 1, 2, 3, 4 fleets is one thing. Fighting the entirety of a reinforcing army is another. You know, it's going to war. Building Saladier. Where? Oh. Oh, he's definitely he's going up the top. He's going to Saladier. There. Yeah, these guys are idiots. I mean, they could definitely, like, you know, if I were actively trying to destroy the enemy, I wouldn't be fucking sitting here. Definitely lost a lot of ships, and that is an easily takeable stack. If I had, you know, my entire fleet grouped up fighting that, we definitely win. So that's a good sign. It looks like also that none of them are really. What does that fleet have? 2 Titans. Isn't that a negative thing to have? Are they all receiving like a debuff for that? Yeah, it's gonna be a debuff for that. I think when you have 2 Titans in a fleet, it's something that's not supposed to happen, right? We can only support 8 right now, but our command limit isn't high enough. I don't know. I feel like not supposed to. Wow, this is a lot bigger than mine. I think his Titan's a lot larger than mine. That's upsetting. I feel like it's a dick measuring contest at this point. Yeah. He's moving it to kill himself. Beauty Queens. I would like to kill a queen to see if it spawns the event again. Majority of times the queens kind of get away.
Vessels upgraded.
I think what we should do is we just take the entire set that's over here. Using the push up. That seems reasonable, right? Swarmlings, 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 swarmlings. A lot of swarmlings. I managed to actually kill a queen. No event, sadly enough. I want to get the achievement for it, and she's not spawning. Just at least they're getting involved, which is another issue. All of you guys, why don't you don't move over here?
Construction complete.
There's already been enough months for the queen event to spawn, so she's being lazy. And no better way to put it, she's being lazy. You guys want to move up to there, it's fine.
Construction complete.
It's not involved yet with the thing. Monthly tick's happening, so it's going slower. The monthly tick is getting worse and worse. Yeah, it's the brood getting involved now. I think it's gaining armor every day.
Construction complete.
How is this swarm not fucking just really sad and leaving right now?
Technology secured.
I don't think they can retreat.
Construction complete.
No, we definitely retreated. Either I think I just accidentally redirected these guys so they wouldn't group up. It's fine. We'll just reinforce them. They're not really worth all that much. They're over there. They can't really get a direct jump into us, however. He's grabbing these little merging boys. Actually really annoying. Yeah, we'll have to do it through this list. Alright. Please let me out of this horrible mess quickly. He's coming over, I think. We'll let him jump in before we, he's coming over. He's in fact coming over. He is also coming over. Because I don't want to jump out while they're jumping in. I don't want to do a little tradey boy here. I prefer to, these damn defense stations get done first. Like how I have the most advanced shit ever. And I've got the thing I can view everybody. No one else has something like that. You know, I've got literally every kind of mega structure, multiple ring worlds, and I can't fucking do the math. You know, my ships can't do the math for me to determine how long until the fucking ship gets there. You know, we're the most advanced species in the galaxy. And we can't even do the fucking math to help me when an enemy fleet's going to arrive somewhere. Ridiculous. Redonkulous. Fire my scientists.
Vessels upgraded. Vessels upgraded.
Oh, it really is not like doing that. One of the governors has died. Which one is the real question? It's the main sector governor. No science guy. probably can get on there before we can get out.
Construction complete.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm sorry that it was so uneventful. We played like played for about 3 hours, and all we've managed to do is kick off the thing. We haven't even attacked the other guy. It's a lot of building up, and I really wanted to get that fight kicked off today, or at least now, so I didn't have to. I don't know. I want to complete it so we can do another run. Yeah, we managed to catch him right before he left. However, it's kind of in.
Construction complete.
Still in a fight. You're not following the rest of them. Luckily, these fights have all been chain done, so that they don't need to. The ships that are retreated are not coming back immediately and just dying.
Construction complete. Technology secured.
Okay, yeah. But for now, I'm gonna call it, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I guess for now we're gonna call it. Next time, I guarantee we're gonna get that war started. I just wanted to have this scourge taken care of before we started that war, because realistically, having the scourge floating about as an option that can attack us while we're trying to focus on, you know, the 5 other empires that we have to deal with, it's not ideal. So yeah, next time we're definitely gonna finish cleaning up the scourge, because we're not sitting on our ass anymore, right? We have the ships, we have the technology, we have everything we need, and we can wipe them out. But next time will probably be one of the last couple of episodes. It'll probably take, like, you know, at least 1 to 2 streams to clean this entire fucking mess up and make sure they're all exterminated for the achievement. But either way, like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitch, and tonight we're probably gonna play something a little bit different. I don't know exactly what yet. Goodbye.